Hi, my name is Nan, and today I want to talk about being the voice of reason in games like Dota and stuff like that. Well, what I mean by voice of reason, and it's just kind of something that is really vague by itself. It's just that in MOBA and stuff like that, I try to take it upon myself to be that voice of reason in public games or whatever, where it's like, hey, look, man, this is what we need to do if we want to win. And I say that out of experience when it comes to Dota because and MOBA in general, because I've played MOBA for so long now that I like to think that I know a thing or two when it comes to at least general strategies and tactics and all that stuff. And stuff like that is something, it's information that should be shared, because if I keep it to myself, it doesn't do me any good, especially when I'm trying to win most of my games I'm playing, pub or ranked or otherwise. And it's like, yeah, I try to be that guy. So for instance, a really common thing that happens a lot in public games is people fall victim to ganking compositions. And ganking compositions, the easiest way to lose to ganking compositions is you wander around by yourself, because you gotta use the buddy system. If you're just out there by yourself and you walk into a dark alley, you're gonna get jumped, right? Well, if you have a few more allies with you, a few more buddies, then you're less inclined to get in trouble. So it sounds super simple because it is, but in practice, a lot of people, they don't think about it, and especially when I'm playing with allies who are, if they're not experienced in that, they just don't know better. I say stuff like that. I'm like, hey man, we need to start grouping up, and the smarter people, they'll take the advice to heart and they'll listen. And though it doesn't work all the time, because it's like herding cats, but it's just, you kind of just throw it out there and you basically pray that some people will give you the time of day and just kind of cooperate. But but realistically, you're gonna get people who, they're just gonna, either they ignore you or they think you're wrong, and they either way, if they don't execute what you're trying to say, what you're trying to just hint to your teammates what's the thing that needs to be done, then it's all for naught. And I think it's more important for people in games just to try to be more proactive with that kind of stuff. Try to say like, hey, we need to build this particular item, or we should get this, or we should wait for this, or we should wait for a smoke gank. It's, every game of Dota is so different. There are so many very nuanced elements that you can't, there's no blanket statement. There's no blanket statement for all kinds of things. So that just comes down to, again, being that voice of reason. You just have to let people know what, at least throw out your 2 cents, throw your hat in the ring. Make sure others can at least, because the way I see it, having more communication is always better than none. That's one of the worst experiences for me in games like Dota, when I try to play a game and no one says anything. Just when no one types anything, no one says anything over the mic, I am aggravated and I get nervous, because we just become, basically, we're just playing like bots. we're just kind of automated, and we're just kind of doing our own thing, and nothing is, there's no cohesion, there's no one mind. Everyone should be on the same page. So what I'm trying to say is just, you have to be willing to just say your piece. Say whatever you think is gonna help out for the game. Even if it's just something simple like, I think my lane is missing. You gotta watch out, guys. Saying stuff like that, it goes a long way. Because otherwise, if you don't say anything, you don't ping, or you don't do anything like that, and if something really bad happens, it's well, again, what's the better alternative? The better alternative would have been just to just say something. It's better than nothing. Thanks for listening.